what if a single medieval manuscript could be a prayer book, a miracle collection, a heroic legend, a music anthology, and a travel guide, all at once? This is the Codex Calixtinus of Santiago de Compostela. Created in the 12th century, it is the earliest and most complete surviving version of the Liber Sancti Jacobi, the Book of St. James. At its heart is one destination, the shrine of St. James in Santiago de Compostela, in Galicia. For medieval pilgrims, this was one of the great sacred journeys of Christendom, and in many ways it still is. Today, the Camino de Santiago remains one of Europe's most traveled pilgrimage routes, walked every year by hundreds of thousands of people. Some come for faith, others for reflection, for culture, or simply for the desire to follow an ancient road. The Codex was not written as one single uniform work. It is a composite manuscript, a carefully assembled collection of texts related to St. James, his cult, his relics, and the prestige of Compostela. Under the influence of the cathedral environment of Santiago, the book aimed to promote Compostela as a spiritual, cultural, and political center. The manuscript is organized into 5 books. The first gathers prayers, sermons, and chants in honor of St. James. The second recounts his miracles. The third tells how his body was carried from Jerusalem all the way to Galicia. Then the fourth shifts tone entirely, plunging us into the epic world of Charlemagne, Roland, and their legendary campaigns in Spain. And the fifth is perhaps the most famous of all. It reads like a medieval guidebook for pilgrims: where to go, what to see, what to eat, which rivers were safe to drink from, and even which innkeepers to avoid. Now, let's look more closely at its images. The visual style of the Codex is humble: line drawings with washes of color, a palette where yellow often stands in for gold. But don't let this simplicity fool you. At the very opening, Pope Calixtus II appears inside the initial C of the prologue traditionally attributed to him. It's a small image carrying a large message. The manuscript presents itself under papal authority, even though scholars today recognize that attribution as a deliberate choice to lend the book prestige and legitimacy. Another miniature shows Charlemagne's dream. St. James appears to the emperor and points him towards Spain, guiding him along the Milky Way. In that image, heaven, empire, and pilgrimage meet. The road to Compostela becomes more than a path across Europe. It becomes a route written in the stars. And then, the Codex surprises us once more. Tucked into its appendix are polyphonic songs for St. James, music written for more than one voice, making the manuscript a precious witness to the musical life of the 12th century. The Codex Calixtinus stands apart because it refuses to be just one thing. It is a liturgy and legend, music and memory, propaganda and practical travel writing. It helped forge the identity of the Camino de Santiago while preserving a vivid and remarkably human portrait of medieval Europe. The Facsimile edition is published by Incipit in Spain.